There's a fire burn the fire brigade. Souls tonight, we are losing this fight. Oh, souls tonight is
Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is Alpha Prime of Prime Vancouver, and I just want to touch up on this weekend's event. I'm going to talk about Prime Vancouver, and we're going to talk about the new 5-star Legacy Crystals. Now, this weekend's event is called Unbreakable, and you have opportunities to get 5-star shards, spark, premium shards, and resources. And of course, once you hit finish a prestige, you get one of these guardian crystals, and the guardian crystals contain 5-star shards, 4-star shards, and 3-star shards. So after opening up all 60, I ended up with over 970 5-star shards, which was freaking amazing. Very, very happy with that because that's almost 1/5 of the way to a new 5-star bot. And as you guys know, you need 28 dupes basically to get a 5-star bot, 24-star dupes. So 1,000 5-star shards from an event is very, very great. I'm very happy with that. Really good event. Thank you, Space 8. Now, I'm going to touch up on our family of alliances. Now, I'm in Prime Vancouver right now. They're one of our lower alliances, and they're a great alliance. This is an alliance that I actually founded in the beginning, and we were in Platinum Wars and Gold Wars, and we joined the Prime Vancouver family, or the Prime family, and I got a lot of great training from some of the great players, and now I'm in Prime Union, and I'm able to take on Cybertron bases and 225 them very, very easily. Now, this is Prime Vancouver. The commander is Oh You Didn't Know. He's a great guy, very helpful and very thoughtful, and he's got a great team of players here that put up a lot of good points. And there are a few spots open, and there are some people from Vancouver in this alliance too, which is really, really cool. Just want to give a shout out to Carnage Prime. He's a friend of mine in real life as well. And a lot of us actually graduated through Prime Vancouver and rose through the ranks to join other teams within the Prime family. So really, really proud of this alliance. And right now, as you can see, there are 2 spots available. And the requirements are HQ 14, 4,500 medals, and preferably if you can do 10k in an event, which is about 3k a day. But you know, we all realize that people have busy weekends and stuff like that. So just try to do your best and be active, communicate. And that's the key to enjoying this game and getting better at this game as well. So if you're looking for an alliance, Prime Vancouver is super solid. I'm in there. My secondary account is Alpha Prime 2. So you can reach out to me and message me anytime you like. And what else can I say? This alliance is currently, it's ranked a little bit higher because Tank and I are here, and we have a lot of medals. So they're ranked 257 right there. And as you can see, there's Prime Lost Light, Prime Dinobots, Prime Nation, and there's a lot of good Prime alliances that are in the top 100 in Transformers Earth Wars. So you'll get really good if you join us. And we'll help you along the way to achieve whatever goals you're looking for. But the key is learning how to play this game effectively and using your bots to the best of their abilities and not wasting time leveling the wrong types of bots. So there are definitely some things that we can help you with. And I just want to share a few of my attacks with you guys as well since we're here. Let's have a look. So, as you can see, I used Rush right here. Let's go take a look at my replays here, and I'll show you my base 1. So, I try to use some more 3-star bots as you guys have requested, and this is only a Gold League battle, so it's not Cybertron level play. But I'll show you how to get through bases. Even at gold level, a lot of these bases are pretty strong. And this base here, as you can see, has is HQ 15, and it has Moors with 3,300 life. So it's not a shabby base, but as you can see here, 3 healers and a tank and a jet is one of the war lines that I really like. It's really reliable. It's nothing too flashy, but as you can see here, you know, you get a lot of firepower from those gunners. And then I brought along Firefly, whatever jet you have that's able to one-shot defenses from a distance. So I just pick off a few of the defenses with Firefly because he can reach far distances, and therefore my team's not taking too much damage. You see, gunners have lots of awesome special abilities like Prowl's missiles, Sunstreaker's flares right there. So you can see that the gunners do a lot of damage and can cripple a base very fast if you level up your gunners a bit. So here's a team with, you know, average level gunners. Prowl is my only strong one there at level 53. But everyone's saying, I mean, my Sea Spray is only level 46 or something like that, I think. And I do have a level 52 or 53 pipes as the main tank of this line to protect the gunners. And my Firefly, as you can see here, deals 3,900 damage because he's got that enhanced ordnance core on him. And so yeah, pretty easy battle here for these 3 stars. I've got everyone at 100% health basically after the end of it all. And that's because I use my 3-star healers. Might as well. They're useful for wars, they're useful for raiding, and I just love healers in general. I just think they're one of the best bots in the game, and very versatile, and you can use them with all different kinds of lines, power leveling, all kinds of stuff. So that's my base 1, and then I did a base 2 attack as well with some 3-star bots. So I'll show you that one as well. And as I was saying, even in this Gold League here, there's some players that are from the top alliance of Excalibur. Just giving them a shout out. And they've come down to help out Excalibur 2, I think, get some XP. So here's my 3-star squad that I use. It's a mix of 3 stars and 4 stars. But as you can see with this kind of base design here, you don't want to go up the middle because you'll have everything attacking you. You'll have all these defenses attacking you if you go up the middle here. So you want to basically just try to attack from a side. So I deploy Prime. If Prime doesn't break that wall, just rush up through those defenses. And basically you just want to rush to the top now with this squad. And I can bypass the whole bottom of this base. And then here you're just taking out everything by the HQ. Star Saber, Swoop, Tracks to protect the guys by the top of the HQ. These are my 3-star bots. So 3-star Cup, 3-star Cliff Jumper. I just tried to use him because you know, he's got a cool glass gas ability, which damages an extra 40%. So I wanted to use that on the HQ, but he didn't make it because he's kind of weak. So there's an example of 3-star bots in action on a decent base. That was not a max base, but you know, some strong HQ 15 weapons that are maxed out. So it's not a bad base, and just goes to show you that rushing is one of the best techniques that is important to learn in this game. You don't have to beat the whole base in order to destroy it. And base 3, I did another rush for you guys, so we'll take a look at that. Hope you guys are having a good weekend and you're getting lots of crystal shards. As I was saying earlier, I got 600 shards from this event, really awesome, and another 370 off of those crystals. So not a ton off of 60 crystals. I got 370, but all in all, that's 170 crystals off of this event, which is really good. I mean, normally you only get 180. I think it was 180 shards per 4-star, something like that. So it's nice to be able to get some free shards once in a while. So this base here, you don't have to kill the whole bottom here. You just have to learn how to rush. And from here, I'm just going to take out those bottom defenses. Use my healers to heal up my team. And just slowly pick away at this base from one side. And that's why I love Prime there. You just can focus the whole team, get them away from danger, and let those healers get to work on healing the team. So as you can see here, I didn't need a combiner, and it has a lot of max defenses. You just have to know how to rush the base. And use Prime's ability as much as you can for almost every base. As you can see here, I avoided the whole bottom. And as you can see, the HQ goes down. I don't have to take out every single defense. So one thing that is important to learn is that you don't have to kill everything in order to destroy a base. You just have to kill the HQ. So if you have a good plan for taking down the HQ, I recommend trying those different strategies of just attacking the HQ and ignoring the defenses. As long as your bots can stay alive, and that's why Bumblebee is a very, very good, Bumblebee or Shrapnel are very good bots for helping you take down bases quickly. And then let's show you base 4. As you can see there, I deployed my gunner on the bottom by accident, but I was still able to recover with a prime rush. So that's the thing with these earlier bases. A lot of them are very rushable. Players don't have layouts that can prevent the rush. So it's very important to try and build a base that's anti-rush. And so that's probably another video that I can make at another time. So I deployed a gunner here by accident, but that's okay. He's going to take out some defenses and give me some more ability points for my rush. So you can see here I brought a little bit of a stronger team because everything here is maxed out. It's a max HQ 16, the walls, defenses, everything. And this is base 4. So here I am. I'm just going to take that missile launcher out, deploy the rest of the team, and then rush up to the top. And fortunately, Skyburst doesn't survive the rush, but that's okay. I got my guys to the top. Saber's there, Swoop, and Saber's ability 2500 damage, and Swoop he can deal 765, and he'll just clean up the rest of it. So you can see here, this base doesn't stand a chance against a squad like mine. Now there are some outposts by the HQ which are kind of annoying. So it did take a little bit longer to take this HQ out because of the outposts. And that's why you bring a combiner, guys. You bring a combiner, and when the outposts pop, you pop your combiner, and then you drag those outpost bots to the bottom. And if you drag the outpost bots to the bottom, to this area here, then once the combiner dies, then you see my prime. My prime was right there. He'll start engaging those outpost bots, and then your whole team at the top here will be able to take out the base before you know it. The base is down, and you don't have to deal with those outpost bots killing your bots and distracting your bots that are attacking the HQ. So that's a combiner strategy that's very, very important to use, and I hope you guys can take notes and perfect your rushes and use combiners effectively. A lot of people deploy the combiners at the wrong time. You don't want to deploy the combiner before the rest of your team. You want your combiner to soak up the damage from the outpost bots, and because he can also take that damage and destroy things as well. So you want to learn to maximize your combiners as much as possible. And then base 5, it's another max base, and I just wanted to try something a little bit different here. So I'm just going to walk the base and then deploy Jetfire and my Skylinks, which are super high level at the base, take out the HQ. If you can't deal as much damage as my Jetfire and my Skylinks, then what you want to do is bring a White Kremzik boost and use that White Kremzik boost to reduce the damage on the HQ by 40%. So this base here, I'm just going to walk it from the bottom. I used some tanks, and then you want to protect your gunners from those 4 cannons that are max. You can kill your gunners very, very fast. And I also deployed Hotspot there because I wanted to soak up some of Scourge's damage. And then Hotspot, as you can see there, he walked towards that missile launcher and around the corner because the missile launcher was a little bit closer than the other defenses. And see, Prime's doing the same thing. So this is a very, very good base design. But anyway, what I designed this attack for is to just hit the HQ. So now that Skylynx is in range of the HQ and Prime is distracting those defenses, Skylynx and Jetfire can start making runs at the HQ. So a few runs at the HQ with Jetfire, no problem. And he did put 4 anti-air there right by the HQ, but the problem is with my bots at a higher level, they have enough health to survive those runs. So the only way to really combat this kind of attack is to build a base with those anti-air guns that are with gold cores on them. And also, you need to have adaptive shielding on your HQ to protect your HQ from special ability damage. So that's the only way to protect against jets and planes like I used in that last battle there. So yeah, guys, that was some gameplay in our Gold War for Prime Vancouver. Hopefully, I was able to add enough points, and Tank was able to add enough points that we can beat this TT Excalibur team. I did goof up on one of the bases. I wasn't paying attention and dropped my bots on the wrong spot. But anyhow, got 200 points, and you can see there, one guy tried to get to my base, Lord Prime, and he failed, I think, 2 or 3 times on my base. So, looks like this design is holding up nicely. I'll show you some replay of my base defense as well. So, hope you guys don't mind. This is a little bit of a longer video. We're doing some gameplay here and some base defense, and I'll get into the gameplay, or the crystals, the legacy crystals next. So thanks for your patience, and just showing you a little bit of the base defense here. So he tried earlier going from the bottom with a jet team minus Saber, but the bots split because of those walls. So this time he deployed on one side here, and he's going to try and take out the top while his bots focus on the bottom here. And as you can see there, they get clumped up in that wall area, and they start hammering away on those walls. So that's the nice thing about close proximity walls. They're designed to distract bots. So you can see here, he brings one healer, which is First Aid, and First Aid, unfortunately, cannot heal enough by himself. He definitely is a healer that needs a lot of help. He just can't do enough healing. And look at what he's doing there, 124 each time. But my strafe just dealt 765 each attack. So that healing is just very ineffective. I don't recommend First Aid unless you're using 2 healers. So bring First Aid and Wheeljack or a Ratchet, and that way First Aid's clumped healing can help the whole team, while Wheeljack can save, or Ratchet can save a bot from dying. So you can see there that his bots split up nicely on this design. So it's a really, really good base. He didn't use his Prime to focus the team. So that's another reason why you bring Prime, is that when you see your bots splitting like this, rush somewhere. Rush back down or something. Do whatever you can to keep that team together. Because if that team splits like this, then, I don't know if this was exactly his play, because you know how sometimes Space Ape has those funky replays, but his team split very nicely, and my base was able to take out his bots. And you see there, a few cannons left at the bottom, and the top there has some defenses available, lasers that weren't touched. So it looks like our base is in pretty good shape here. So I'll just speed this up. Okay, yeah, so I hope you guys had a really good event and you got lots of shards. As I mentioned earlier, I got myself 600 shards from the event, plus another 370 5-star shards from the crystals. Those crystals were pretty good. They had some 5-star shards, 4-star shards, or 3-star shards. So I did pretty good there with regards to that. And let's see here. Let's take a look at those legacy crystals now. As you know, they've done a little bit of an update here, and you can redeem your 5-star shards now for the different bots that were available in the past. So Legacy 1 was Gnaw, that bunch. Legacy 2 was that Optimus Prime bunch. Legacy 3 was the Cheetor Ultra Magnus bunch. And the newest batch is the one with the Ratchet and the Alita 1. So a lot of people ask which batch should I redeem from? Should I redeem it from the latest batch, or should I go with something older? As you can see, I redeemed something from the newest batch because, well, the Legacy wasn't available when I redeemed Ratchet. But I still, I think if I could go back and I had all my shards, I would have probably done something else. But I tried to get a 5-star from this batch because I love Alita 1. She's a great bot for power leveling and for war attacks and for your base. So definitely a must-have. Blaster is great for your base and for war attacks. Sludge is great for war only. You can crush those walls. And Prowl's got that great ability as a gunner to one-shot things. And of course, Ratchet is one of the best healers in the game. So this new batch is very, very good. And if you don't have anything, I would recommend going after that new batch. You can't get a bad bot there. Everything is good. Now, let's take a look at that first Legacy batch here. And as you can see, I don't have any of them. And the reason why I didn't go for any of these bots is because I don't want to get Silverbolt at all. Silverbolt's the worst bot possible. He's great for like gimmicky attacks with like Cup and Saber, or sorry, Cup and Springer. But other than that, I would hate to get Silverbolt as a 5-star bot. So yeah. So that's why I didn't draw from this batch. But other than him, Grimlock's great for walls and for rush attacks. Gnaw is great for all kinds of attacks. Plus his minions are great for outposts. Hotrod's a great bot for walk attacks because he can shield bots. And like for example, you put that shield on Grimlock and you rush Grimlock into battle. He pops the outposts and he doesn't get hurt. So that's why Hotrod and Grimlock are a deadly combo. And then, of course, Sunstreaker is a really good gunner with a really, really nice wide area of effect damage for a gunner. So that's that first batch there. The second batch is Legacy 2. And this is my favorite batch of all. And I think if I was to get another 5,000 shards, I would redeem it for the 5-star Wheeljack. I'd love to have both healers 5-star because I just love healers. I think they're so versatile. They're great for power leveling. They're great for certain bots. They're great for my war lines. They're great for everything. So I use a lot of healers. And of course, I don't have to say anything about Prime. Prime is Prime. He's my favorite 5-star bot. I love his rush attack. And you can see it all from all my videos. He just keeps your team organized and keeps them all together and gets them away from harm. And you get allowed to take down a lot of bases that are too strong because of Prime. Is you just rush away from those defenses and miss half the base. Skyburst is the best gunner in the game. She's a special class bot. Her special is interesting. It's tough to master, but once you figure it out, her special deals so much damage. She's great in an outpost because you can if you sneak up on some bots with her in the outpost, she can deal massive damage as a 5-star. So, and of course her damage per second as a gunner is very, very good. And then of course Drift is Drift. He's a warrior class and he's great for rush attacks and he's great for walks as well. So he's a good bot overall. And then Windblade, I like her as well. Not my ideal in this bunch either, but she's great for rushing attacks. I just bring her in an attack. I rush up Prime to the top, and then I drop Windblade on the HQ, and she just goes to town on the HQ. So I love this batch. I would definitely. I waited to pull. I had enough to redeem in batch 1, but I heard batch 2 was coming out. I wanted to wait for that, and then of course Legacy 3 we just had this batch the other week, and I like this batch as well, but I don't need Ultra Magnus. I already have a good walk team and a good rush team without him. Jazz is a 5-star, I have a 4-star Jazz, and I love my 4-star Jazz. I would love a 5-star Jazz, and that's probably the best prize of this batch, Ultra Magnus or Jazz. And of course, Cheetor is very underrated. Cheetor is a 5-star beast. He's great for outposts because he can just kill everything. He deals over 2,000 damage per attack and triple the speed when he's in his special mode, Bestial Fury. So he's a very, very good bot for outposts and for rushing. And then the two worst bots in this batch are probably Springer and Firefly. Springer is good for healing your team, but other than that, he's kind of useless. He's good for cup Springer attacks when you're going to try and teleport to the top of a base. But I don't need to use those kind of attacks very often. I have my other attacks, so those are bots that are the bottom of the list for me. Firefly's a great jet, don't get me wrong, but I have 4-star Jetfire, and my 4-star Jetfire is a beast, so I don't need a 5-star jet, honestly. Well, that's it for this video. I think I've touched up on all the legacy crystals. Hope you guys, get a 5-star bot soon from these crystals. And I've seen a lot of people pulling on Facebook and on all the different various line chats on Discord and stuff like that. You'll find me as Alpha Prime on Discord. And in line chats, I'm not really in a lot of the chats. I am in Global Prime and Peace on Earth with some of the other players from different various alliances. But other than that, I don't really use line that much. And of course, you can catch me on YouTube all the time. I'm pretty active on that. So just send me a message there if you want to chat. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And yeah, good luck with your 5-star event this weekend. I hope you get a new 5-star soon. This is Alpha Prime of Prime Union. Peace out.